All right, we're going live on TikTok. Clearly, you know that because that's where we're at. As more people join, clearly we'll put this up on YouTube as we always do. Of course, I didn't do that yesterday. I did, but the 2 days preceding that, I did not. So, what's going on really quickly while people join? I think everybody's seen the tweet now that there's more NFTs than there were websites back in 2002 or 2010. Crazy how that has taken, really filled the gap quick there. Looks like Biden's crypto EO, we kind of talked about this yesterday, was a nothing burger. Jeremy Allaire of Circle is now saying that he thinks it was great in that it will lead to every governmental agency recognizing crypto. So that is good. I did add some more nodes as a service. I added VPND. I added Project X. I added 2 of those, and I put more into Joe's staking. If you don't know about Joe's staking, that's traderjoes.xyz. I clearly don't have any equity in it, but I am staking it. It's 30% every week. So now clearly that's going to go down, but that's pretty safe because that thing is used a lot, especially on the AVAX network, which is a very safe network. It's the network of science is what they call the AVAX layer 1 network. So what else? Really quickly, while more people join, if you hadn't heard, Caterpillar and John Deere pulled out of Russia. So people are going to lose some jobs. It's not good for the wheat season too. So you might be long wheat here too, because wheat is going to continue to go up, especially if you don't have equipment to farm it. Much less, you'll probably have the labor, but the new equipment won't be available. Let's just say that. If we want to go through very quickly while people join, here is the support and resistance of the major coins out there. Bitcoin, the support's at 3,600. Understand that the resistance is about 40,500. I'd like to see us get above that 41,000 support that I did for Ethereum is at 2,500. Let me see where no, I did this morning, so give me a little break here if I'm missing some. So it is at 2,600 right now. The resistance there is at 27, 32, and then 35. We got a long way to go, but I like the direction. You know what? At least we're not seeing these ridiculous drops, right? With just the slightest amount of news or bad news or whatever kind of news. BNB's resistance is at 380, then 390. Luna, just stay long, baby. Just stay long. It was at, I think it's at 102 right now. It peaked at 104. It's within 5% of all-time highs, and we know all-time highs beget all-time highs. If you're within 5%, you have a 70% chance of going to another all-time high. Do know the downside support, which I don't think you'll need anytime soon, is 88. XRP, you guys love XRP. Resistance to the upside is at 74, then 77. The support is at 72. That's not moving a lot. Polkadot, just know that so we're getting to the low. 14 is the support, 17, 18, and then 23 is the resistance. Solana, look at the support there is at 75. 75. Cardano, it just needs to get above $1. But before it gets there, the resistance levels are at 85, 87. So let's just call it 86-ish. And $1, and then AVAX, one of my favorites. Looks like the support's at 70, the resistance at 76, 77-ish. There you go. There we go. Good to see you guys. Also, but before I get into it, did you see, and 13,000 of you did, the picks from last night? Now, we're typically 1, 2, 3% pretty regularly, right? But we had WW, and we had SLRX. Let me tell you what SLRX is. 39%. Now it did gap up 10, but again, 10. Now I just went to 40. 30% you could have made. This guy, I also had WW. Now let's look at WW and what it did. Now because it gapped up. It got to 4. Sorry. It got to 1.5, went to 4. So you could have made some there. But let's talk about SLRX really quickly. So why I liked SLRX. One is it did have a big reaction after hours, right? And that kind of counts into big reaction. But the better thing is that it had two. It had the CFO and the CEO, right? Now, they didn't take large positions, but what they did do is I looked for it right here on what I called last night. Let me do a refresh really quick, guys. Bear with me here. So, SLRX, where is my SLRX? Or skills. I did like skills a little bit, but I thought that so on WW, it was $198,000 buy, 35% larger position. To me, the position and the person making. All right, so here we go. The CFO had a $224% larger position. They only bought $30,000. That's a big buy when it's at 39 cents, right? People want to see these penny stocks. Whatever. It's going to be delisted. This was a $10 stock not 8 months ago, right? And now we're down to the pennies. So, and then I saw the CEO, 127% larger position. I'm not going to say that this was an easy call, but it was one of the easier calls that I've made in the past month, right? And he bought 54,000. So there you go. That's how I found those. I did like the reaction after hours, and it's a crappy stock. And 90% of stocks doing this that have big time, high conviction buys, probably going to pop. Now, they typically don't pop, 40%, but they'll give you 2, 3, 4, 5% pop though. So, all right, let's go. I'm going to go back up to the top, and I will try to get to everybody. Believe me, we need to drill. Hey, crude is so. Just so you guys know, my NFG, which is natural gas, is now at 0. I was down like 20% on that call. It is the June call. I'm still down on NU, the October 9 call, 50%. So I'm about to cut that one. It's going to get to the point where that may be a no return. My copper call of January of next year for FCX is even as well. The CVX call is also up 215%, and that is my biggest call by far. So we're up about $2,500 on that call. I might look at NUE, so look at NUE as a call. It's very expensive though. I'd probably do about at the money. I might even do in the money, but I like it long for 46 months. So again, not financial advice, just what I might be doing. So all right, there you go. Let's go BLNK. Little blink. Blink is at a good point here. So you're at 25.40. So downside is, your downside is way down here at 18. It's really probably 21. You're 25.43. You're right on it, man. 26. And I think you could probably start to take a bigger bites. And then there's an even better one at 30. So there you go. You're at 25.442. Now you want to see some continuation, some follow through, which is 2 daily green candles above 26. But I think you're going to get there. You probably get there in the next couple days. It's. Look at Blink, guys. Blink. Look at this market. The market has. We may get back to even today when we started so far down, and that is bullish. Very, very bullish. So there you go for Blink. Long through the weekend. Ooh. So I don't like overnight risk, number one. Number two is I definitely don't like weekend risk, right? There is so much that can happen. And we saw what the ECB did today. Christine Lagarde went from like a 3% inflation they're expecting. Now it's going to be like a 5%, right? They've got a better control mechanism that we do. So, or supposedly, we'll see. Bring up Matic. Yeah, well, what is the Poly doing today? Polygon. If I can spell if I don't forget there it is, Polygon, Matic. It slipped a little bit down today, but they all are all right for the year. You are good. So I would watch that $1.10 level. We are at 144, where I think you're sitting on a big support line right now, which is good. I think I'd probably wait to get longer though, and it's pretty clear at 165. At 165, I think you can nibble at that point. Let's just get there. Hopefully it doesn't fall more. But yeah, I think that's one of the, probably as far as relative strength goes, probably in the top 10, maybe the top 5 right now. So there you go. That's the Matic, baby. What's up? What's up, mate? Algo. So Algorand is one of the ones, if I have to move exchanges now, not wallets, exchanges, I use Algorand. Literally 0 fees. That and Stellar. All right, so the year-long chart is not good in this. So you are almost basing out. So it's 69 cents. That may be a jump out. I'd like to see you. You're not gonna like what I'm about to say. I'd like to see you get above that $1.07. Let's just get there first, right? So it could go either way. It is an underrated project. I would agree with that, but the numbers say differently. We need to get back above $1. So there you go. That's Algo. I want to say algorithm, but Algorand. Any reason why all the stocks are dropping? So they did, but if you look at it right now, man, I mean, we're only down 1% in the NASDAQ. That's good. I mean, Putin's pulling some stuff. By the way, they're being defeated. I mean, he's got to be pissed right now. I don't think his soldiers want to fight. But look, you got to go with what's working right now, guys. We know what's working, right? It's the same thing that's been working for 3 weeks. Energy, right? And then really, we really do like the. I mean, maybe not today, but I think they'll keep printing, and that is the defense stocks. But that's LMT, that's NO, is that, what is that? NOC, those type of stocks. So there you go. Which stock are you talking? Talking a lot of stocks right now. The NUE is the one I might go long in the call about 6 months on. We'll see. SLRX, baby. I know. 40% up. It's a big one. That might be my biggest one in like at least a month, maybe 2, right? Again, the insider calls are 1-day plays, guys. That's it. If you want to swing them, that's on you, right? My calls for me are for 1 day. I got out. I was up maybe, I don't even know, 19%. So I got out early to make sure that I captured that. But hey, you can't go broke taking profits, baby. But congratulations, man. Awesome. SLRX was a penny winner, too. So you could have bought a ton of that stock, you know. OMC, any thoughts? Look at it. So Omicron, God, this is a badass stock in early February. So not the worst stock. I'd like to see it. It's not terrible here. So you're at 77.09. You watch your downside at 73, though. I really like it. I'll tell you what, it's 70. I mean, it's not too far. And you were just there like last week, or actually Monday. I like it above 79. If I want to go long, I'd probably go 80-ish. But you're at 77.03 now. So not a bad stock. It's not going to squeeze. It's 95% institutionally owned. Is there a dividend at all? And a slight dividend of 33%. Not bad. Not bad. It's a good thing, baby. Yep. More people will be able to afford it. Yeah, so if you're talking about the 20-to-1 Amazon split, yes. So it's good in the fact that for options, so more people will be able to afford it. Again, if you're trading just the stock, right? I mean, $3,000 invested is still $3,000 invested, right? Which is right at where the stock is now. The funny thing is that stocks that split are supposed to go down, and guess what they did? They went up. They were up like after market was 5%, and today they were. Let me see what they did today. I'm sure they were up 6%. Now they're up. So right at 3,000, which is not really a key level. The key level for Amazon is 3189, so just call it 3,200. So there you go. But yeah, but more people will be able to afford longer, more option plays. There you go. That's how I would put it. But that's on me. Apple options. I mean, I think you got to be a little long. I mean, it's like above 160. I think you got to be long. It's at 157. So would I go long? I would. I would not do too far out of the money though. Again, I'm not an options guy. Let's be clear about that, right? But there are certain stocks that I believe in that have shown relative strength. I think the crude stocks was an easy trade. Really was. In fact, I put on what 3, 4, and then I've got my most expensive one ever I put on, and it's a leap year. So point is, above 160, I think you go long. If you're going to do options on Apple, to me, I would probably do a year out, but take the money when you think it's enough, right? Take the profits, take the whatever it is, the 75% up. Whatever it is. So there you go. Can you look at, man, what's up with Blink? You're like the second person asking for Blink. There it is. Anything above 26, stay long. You're at 25, 36. And then the next level of interest is going to be right about that 31 level. So 26, then 31. So there you go. Boom, 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 boom. Squared is, or a block. Gosh, man, I really don't like this. I like the company. I don't like this chart. Basis out, so your downside risk is at 83. You're at 107. That's not bad. You can nibble at that. I've got a line here at 125. I think you kind of have to extend that up though to 130. I'll draw a line here, 132. But I mean, clearly, you really can't get too long until. Here it is right here, 194. I know it seems like a long way away because it is. So 194, it was at literally 1st of December. So it's come that far down. SRX, yes. 20%, let 10% out. Again, I took all profits off of SRX. Remember, it is a penny stock, a true penny stock, right? So those guys got a big bump there. I promise you, those insiders are selling. They didn't spend a lot per se, but they didn't need to. It's a 39-cent stock, right? So I took all profits past this. That's on you. So, but yeah, most of my look, unless it's noted on my TikTok, right? Which I'll say at the end, you might want to swing this. This could be a swing, right? But 95% of them are not swings. That's the day up. I've just done this enough to where on the insiders, I'm trying to talk to this guy that I actually like his charts, and he kind of keeps blowing me off. And I'm like, dude, I am 73%. Now I don't get your, he's doing all these charts and graphs. He's got a big old staff, the whole 9 yards. I'm like, look, man. Pretty simple. If you want to, now he's getting into insider trades, and I'm like, man, I do this all the time. This would be perfect. Let me help you out. 1, 2, 3, 4%. No, we don't get into those details. So he wants to do the insider trades with the charts, right? So like Pelosi trades, stuff like that. I get it. That's his thing, but he's doing a very disservice to his 2,000 people that basically pay him to get him 1, 2, 3% every day. That I'm not saying it's easy, but it's easier. So all right, what else? SXTC day 3. I'm holding. Ooh, X. I'm sorry, it was SXTC, and you're holding at what? 21, bro. I don't know. You're at 19 cents. It's going to go either way. I mean, it's just going sideways right now. Again, if you can get to that 27, it's going to run. It's going to be kind of doing this, and it should fill that gap to 48 pretty quickly. You're at 19 cents right now. Watch. I mean, again, it's a very stressful stock. It's not doing this, but it is doing this, and it can fall out any time. The entire stock is doing this, but just the past month and a half, it's been doing this, right? So again, don't stress yourself out, man. I'm telling you, you might take the L here. Again, I think tomorrow for some reason will probably be a green day. I think a green day to start, and then we'll probably have like a probably end of day sell off. Who wants to hold stocks over the weekend with the war going on? Just say not this guy. So all right. Very good. Appreciate it. XTS day 3. I know, baby. I commend you. I'm just telling you, there's easier trades out there. So that's on IMPP. Then we just did. Well, it's an energy stock. It's going to grind back up. So it's down 4 today. Not a lot of, I mean, it just went public. What, in like December-ish time frame? So. I mean, of the little data, you might can stay long above. I don't really see where it's come down at. Maybe above 337. It's at 486. I think you could probably. You might say, oh, it's in Greece. Yeah, you might can stay long there. I just watch yourself. It's done. It did this, then this, then this, then this. Now it's doing this. So. So we'll watch yourself in that stock. Nothing against that stock. I think with what they do, oil and gas, I think you can probably stay long and you're probably okay. Now again, it is Greece, so understand that it's a Grecian company. So LEV, L-E-V. Do I know Lion Electric? So it's going down It's doing this, stressful stock again, but so your downside risk, let's call it 7. You're at 797 now. I actually have a liner, so I've done this before. It looks like it goes back to December. So $10. You can start to get long at $10, and then a better one would be above that would be $14.50. So there you go. You're not too far away from the 10. Again, you want to see some follow. That's 2 daily green candles above that $10 mark. You'll be good to go. Because by the time it's got some relative strength, and you've gone through the 20-day, you've gone through the 50-day. Now, when you start getting up to that 14 range, you're going to have to break through the 200-day, and that's going to be a bear. So watch yourself there. So thank you. I appreciate you guys. ATIA is kind of coming up. Blink, because beautiful charts for short interest. Oh, all right. Let me look at that. So I did not see that. So Blink, I've got 42% short float, and it's got a small float at 36 million shares. Is also, it absolutely could squeeze, but I think you're on the support line right now. I mean, it goes above 26, 27-ish. Look out, man. That's a good stock. So our ATAI. Life sciences, a little biotech action here. So we are basing out. It's like a snake on the bottom. So downside risk is about 470-ish, right? It just keeps going on. It's moving now that so it's moving with the 20-day. Now the 50-day is about to get involved. So it's clear where you can get long though. So it's at 537. It's 680. Let's call it 690-ish is where I think you can nibble. And then clearly you can get longer at that 1240-ish. So there you go. That's a very tough stock to play. Let me look at no high short interest. The short float's the float's fairly big. So does have a price target still of 27. gives you hope because you're at $5 right now. So there you go. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you guys. You guys are badass today. Piton. Ooh, what's up with Piton? God, basing out again. Can this stock get any worse? Love the company. Love what they do. The stock sucks. I don't know where you're in this and out, but you're literally basing out right now. You're at 22.63, and that is the downside risk. I cannot tell you to even begin to even nibble at this thing until 30. Let's just call it. It's 39.88. Let's call it 40ish, right? And then there might be a play above that 61. There's a big gap there that will fill all the way to 80. But let's just get to that 40ish mark first, right? But watch yourself. This thing could go much lower. It's still $22. Just literally in November, it was $90. Good Lord. So stressful stock too. Again, why are we stressing ourselves out? Let's follow the momentum. Not the ones down, the ones going up, right? Much easier. UMC. I think, what is this one? The semis. Yeah, why is this one not? All right, so I've got a line here. You're at 988. Sorry, you're at 916. The line I've drawn here is at $10. That still holds true. I think your downside's probably not. Sorry, 880. But I like to see you above 10. Still, you want to see some follow through because right above 10 sits that 50-day at 1020. And then the 200-day, which is going sideways, which is not bad, going sideways, it will bounce. It will be rejected by the 200-day, guarantee it. But so above 10, I think you can get long, and then after that, it's going to be somewhere that you're not going to like, above 1150-ish. So, but let's get above 10 first. All right, cool. Thanks, man. Blink weekly chart has lots of, yeah, there's some resistance. Again, if you get above that 26, 27 level, I think you're good. I'm not saying take huge buys, but I think you can nibble there for sure. So, and like you guys said, it could absolutely squeeze at any time. And I thought that chart was going to be like this. So, it's pretty cool. All right, OTH, let's rock and roll. Let's effing go. All right, so 35% up. Congratulations to you. Downside is 50 cents. You're at 78. It rolled all the way to 93 today, which is funny. That's a level. This is a tough one because it just keeps going down. All right, so here. So it's at 76. You might can nibble at 8. If it could stay above 86 for an extended period of time, that's a good level to nibble at, where I know for a fact that you can go like, this is pretty distinctive. $1.06, let's call it $1.15. That would take you above the 200-day as well. You're not too far away. So not too far away. It's just been going sideways, but it was there back in January. So there you go. That's HOTH. What else is I'm missing something here? It's got a small float, so it can pump easily. Don't know anything about stocks, but I'm pouring money into FSK. Fisker, I'm not sure if that's the one I'd be pouring cash into. Although, it's not the worst. I like it. Has it gone higher than this before? So, no, it has not. All right, so I got to bring this back. So, I don't know if so this is FSK, right? I got FSKKR Capital. It's like a bank or private equity firm, I'm guessing. That's what I've got. I'm guessing this is the one. So if it's at 23, you can stay long. I've got a line here at 23.20 to stay long. You're at 23.01. But that would be close to an all-time high. That's a very strange stock because it doesn't move much. It moved between 19 and 23, literally the last 12 months. That's all it's moved. So I'm not sure that would be my. I'd go with the megas, the two top ones, Apple and Google. Again, not financial bias. None of this is. That's where I'd start though. All right, H bar. So let me do Endo and then we'll do H bar. because I like to see what H bar is doing. So Indo up 21% today. Again, boy, that's a tough play. It's just it did this, and now it's doing this again. So again, it is an oil and gas play. There's no reason not to stay long here. I do think that you should be taking profits on the way up though, because again, it's Indonesia. A lot of things can happen there. It does have a small float though, and that's why it's being pushed. A 1.5 million float. That's it. Literally, I could push that stock up. All right, H bar it is. H bar. I know a lot of TikTokers like the H bar. I'm okay with it. I don't hold. I don't even think I have it. All right, so downside support is at 50. So your downside risk is at 15 cents. You're at 21. So where would I get long in this? I'm down and up. You might could nibble. Well, hang on. Might could nibble at 23, but I'd really like you to get above. Gosh, that's a tough one. I really like you to get above that 25, 27 level, which is not too far away. You're at 21, right? And if you really want to get long, it's clear where you get real long. Let me make sure I'm on the yearly here. 32. So there you go. 32 cents is probably where I start. That's where I started because at that point the relative strength's going up. Boom. There you go. That's Hedera. Little H bar action. Luna. What I don't have to look at. Stay long. You're like 101.99. The all-time high is 104. Again, all-time highs, guys, beget all-time highs. That means if you're within 5% of an all-time high, stock or crypto, there's a 70% chance it's going to another all-time high. That's why when you see something going like this, that's grinded up, not just popped up in one day, but grinded up like that, that's it working. That's the all-time highs working. So or that formula, if you would. OTLY, Oatly, great quick trade today. Did well. Let's look at Oatly. OTLY, right? Oatly Group. Again, stressful stock. Get out of it. That's what I would do because the base is at 525. You're at 539. There is some hope there, though, right at that 815-ish. So watch yourself on that one. But glad you made some cash today, brother. Good job. Because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. I don't care if it's if a stock doing that, like I like stocks that do this. Why? Because they're not stressful. They lose 2 or 3%, 5%, 10%. I'm not stressing out yet, right? Like Murr here. Oil. This is a Murphy oil and gas. It is long. Oh yeah, this is a great. So you're with your all-time high is at 39. You're at 37. Stay long. You might even do a call on this one. It could be a 3-month call. It could be a 6-month call. Again, not financial advice. Just one that I might look at doing a call on. If you like this stock long and you're highly convicted, right? And we think the war is going to wear on and inflation's not going anywhere. In fact, it's probably going to get worse next month. By the way, the CPI print next month, the one this month didn't even include the war. It got like the first 2 days. So I'm telling you, it's not going to, we can still be in for a bloodbath next print. VLDR. Now I called that one a couple, like 2 weeks ago. It did not do me well, and I can see why. So you're basing out again at $2. Stressful stock. I've got a line here at $6. You got to get above 6. You might can nibble at 430-ish, right around there. But $6. It's just not a good stock. I like what they do. I do, but not a good stock. Got a big float, and insiders have been selling. So not good for you nor me. Thanks. Appreciate you. Yes, if you want to know, I do stutter. Quite a bit, in fact. I get in low, made some third there. Michelle. All right. What's up, Michelle? Good to see you. Your expertise on land share? I don't even know what land share is. Let me look. Land share? Is that a crypto? Land share. Ooh, it is. What's up? So this is the number 1300 crypto. Let's look. Let's look. Has it been out a year? It has. So when it pumped at $11, now we're at what, $1.65. Downside risk is easy at $2. Your downside risk, so you're not too far away from that. Where can you even nibble at? So, 250. I look at 250. You might can nibble. I'm trying to get you out of this thing, but I wouldn't even touch it probably for me until you're at 380ish. 380ish, right? Again, you're close to that downside risk. It did this, pumped, and stayed up there for a while, and then just went down, dead cat bounce, and then down it goes. And that's been going now for since July. So, and you know, what can I say? It's BNB too. So it's a layer 2. I'm not even sure what they do. Is it layer 2? Yeah. So, all right, there you go. Appreciate it. Land share, real estate token. Oh, so Securitize does that. I actually like those models. I'm not sure if I like this token, right? I like what they do, right? But I don't like the chart. So, all right, USC and then CrowdStrike. USC. I get USCI. Did you mean something else? No. So this is the commodity index. Oh, dude, this is a great one. Yesterday was bad, but today's you're at 56. The all-time high is 62. Stay long, baby. And that thing is since December is when it hit base at 40 and grinded up. I mean, literally day by day. Nice one. Stay long, baby. Might be a call there because I'd like to know what's inside that. I don't have time to look, but I'd like to see what's inside there, like how much nickel, wheat, crude. So, but if it's got those three and those are heavily weighted, like 5 to 10% each, that would be good to know. Because summer wheat's going to be big. All right, crowded is a little CrowdStrike. Let's go. Here we go. The double bottom at 160. Actually, triple bottom. Jumped off of it. Now we're at 191. Congratulations. You are literally on resistance and support. So you broke through it today, but you're right on it. So I've got it at 189-ish, and you're at 191. The better one's probably at 205. No, I take that back. I think the better one's probably at 210. You could probably say 206, but to be sure, 210, and then above that, I've got a line that goes back to November at 230. But I think you're good. I really do. I think you can nibble here. I think you can take some bigger chunks at that 205 mark. So there you go. Not a bad stock. That's actually turning around a little bit. It had a bad last part of last week and first part of this week. But yeah, a little CrowdStrike. Not bad. LTHM. I know we've done that one before. I just don't know what that is. Livient Corp. Yeah, I've got lines here. So yes, no. On Tuesday it bounced off the lower downtrend. That's probably your downside risk. It's at 1996. Let's call it $20. The line that I've got here is at 22. Wait. Gosh, what is that? 23. You're at 23.42. Very good to see. And that's a key support or resistance line, which it was for you. So I think you can nibble. I'd like to see 2 green days of follow through here, but you get to that 25, 26 mark, you can get real long real quick, and you're not too far away from that. And you were just there mid-February, so not too bad. So 23, like to see some follow through here, and then that 26 mark, boom, smash it. There you go. It's W. You're messing me up here, man. It's W. Let me look. I get in low, mid, Michelle. Okay. I got you. Michelle's a woman, I guess. Of course you are. All right, FSR. Yes, FSR is better. Yeah, all right, this is Fisker. It's not the one if I'm just starting to play the stock market, not the one I'd be in. You want stocks that are doing this, this stock has done this, and now it's kind of just going sideways, but it continues to go down. Downside risk is at $10. When I say get long, that's probably where you start buying, right? Because you're buying high, selling higher, because you want to see the relative strength. You want to see the momentum going up. Nobody wants to buy a stock doing this because it's got negative momentum, negative, right? It's got what we like to call a terminal velocity, right? It keeps going faster the more it goes down. So 10 is my downside risk. You're at 1150 right now. It's clear where you get long in this one. It's 1290, so let's call it 13. That's 1260. Yeah, 1260-ish. Yeah, I think you get long. You're 1150 now, so you're not too far away, right? But you need to clear that, and then the next level is going to be pretty easy to spot at that 1590 mark, 1590-ish. There you go. Appreciate you, man. Good luck with that. Again, I would probably get into the bigger stocks, right? Stocks that are not going to fall at you. That's Apple, Google, whatever it may be. So there you go. Amazon, yeah, I think it is. I don't have a problem with Amazon right now. I'd like to see what was the level I said. That 3,200 level is a key level. People keep saying 3,000. I can see where they would say that. Let me look. But I like 31. I like the all right. So you're at 2951. I like the 31 level. I really like the 3,200 level. But again, in June is when that splits into 20 little pieces. So there you go. All right. Sorry, it was Dr. Michelle. Been day trading up on AMC. I have not done AMC today. I'm not a big fan. I was a big 8 back in the day. Made a little bit, not a lot. So your downside risk is you're getting real close to it. It's literally like 1470. You're at 1544. You might can nibble above 20. Let me get right to it. Let's call it 21, and then you get real long at 30. That's all I can tell you about it. It just keeps going down, right? I think the love has been lost. So Ryan Cohen and RC Ventures needs to go in there and clean that up. He's the guy that just took on Bed Bath & Beyond and has a big GameStop position too. Good to know. Thank you. Yeah, so I like lithium stocks. What is one that, isn't there one SLV? No, that's silver. What was my old lithium stock that I like? Let me think of it. But yes, I do like lithium stocks. I like them long though. I think right now it's going to be a little bit depressed on that rare earth. I think a lot of the rare earth will be, but I love lithium long. I think if you were to do a call on a stock that's probably kind of doing this, that's not the worst case. I would probably do a year-long call though, right? And those are going to be expensive, right? Depending on the stock, they're probably going to be expensive. So, but again, you just got to understand if you get 50% down in an expensive one, kind of got to cut, because if it gets too much, like if you're down 70, you're really not going to recover that. It's going to be very, very, very tough to recover. So, all right, good to know. Thank you. Is it AQB? AQB it is. Aqua Bounty. Oh, nice day today. Congratulations to you. Up 40% today. It did come from a base, so your downside risk is at 136, kind of where it started the day. Congratulations. Let's hope it holds. If I were you, again, not financial bias, but if I were you, be taking profits right now. A lot of them. Maybe not all, but a lot. So because it still needs to get to, it's very clear where it needs to get to. You're at 193 now, 232, and that's where I nibble. And then you could probably get to 280-ish, and you've got a gap there that'll fill to about 310. So there you go. That's how I'd play it, but congratulations to you on the money, baby. Always good. Yes, AMC is semi-dumpster fire right now, but don't tell the apes. It's climbing now. Yes, it is. Oh, that's the one. No, I don't know, is it LAC? I like this one. It just keeps going sideways. I don't know why. It's had 3 green days. I've got a line here to stay long, so it's done this on Tuesday. It went above at 25. 25 is the level. You're now at 28. It's done the 2 green days above that, so I think you can get pretty long here. I think you can get even longer above 31.50, but right here you can start biting right now. Now there is an upper downtrend that's coming like this. That is basically the resistance now, because today and yesterday you broke the 20-day. You're above the 200-day now, and you also broke yesterday the 50-day. So the only thing holding you back right now is trend lines, a 1 trend line. So there you go. That's not a bad one. Would I go? I don't know if it's not. It needs to show me a little bit. Like if it starts to get above that 34 mark, then I'm going long. So there you go. Again, not financial bias, just what I would do. SLI, that's the one I was thinking of. SLI, that's the one. And it's a worse stock than LAC. So I've got all right. So I've got multiple lines here. So on the downside line, I've got right at basically $5. It's at 5,880 right now. $5 is basically where I would jump out at. Where I get long at is 750, and that's clear. That's easy. I did that one back in January. So where would I get even longer? Probably above 9, maybe 10. So there you go, though. I mean, you're right there, but I mean, you still got to make it through a couple downtrends, the 50-day, the 20-day, you'll be bouncing off of. But above that 750, it is blue skies, baby. It is blue skies. You can start taking some chomps then. At that point, that $9 becomes SLI. I like the chart. The LAC chart is an easier chart. So if I was going to go long, it'd probably be that one, right? But this one is clearly well defined where you go long, right? So there you go. That's how I see it. I agree with you. So thank you. Appreciate the Amazon. It's June 6th. So if you did not know, the Amazon split is June 6th, guys. PLTR was a good day trade, but I have some stock, so I call today on my shares. Well, let's look at PLTR. Let me see what you can do if you still want to play. It looks like so downside of risk was at basically 10. You're 1191. I mean, you really got to get to at least 1250 for me to play, and then you really got to get to. There's a play at 1430, but if you really want me to play in that sandbox, it's going to be 1730. So there you go. But yeah, I think you're good. Like it just keeps going down though. I mean, it's just not a good stock. I love the company. I love what they do. I love the founders. I love them all. But it's just not a good stock. There's no squeeze, and the insiders have been selling. So again, not good. So there you go. SLI and LAC. You guys found them. Congratulations. So I think that you could, like, once those charts turn up, and I'm sure at some point they probably will, I think you could probably go long there. I really, really do. So, all right, guys, I've been on here for about one hour. I'll do a couple more. UEC. Is this what I think it is? UEC. Let's look. Uranium. Now this one. Gotta love it. Stay long above 422. You're at 5. This is I wonder if you is this the one that I wrote down yesterday? UEC. I actually like this one. UEC. Now, the right way to play this is, again, you stay long above the 418-ish, so 410-ish. Sorry, 420-ish. It's at 522. All-time high is literally at 585. 580. So you defeat but that's the wick. The candlestick came back down to 550. You're at 522. At 550, I take that thing long. I mean long. I'd be putting calls on that. Again, not financial advice. That's what I would be doing. So how do you spot a squeeze? So you spot a squeeze with you want a smaller float helps, right? But it's really the high short interest, right? So that means, so if it's 42%, that means that 42% of the shares are shorted, right? So if that stock starts to go up, that means that those people that are short have to buy shares to cover the shorts. So that's a short squeeze. That's how you spot. So look for the high short interest. Those are the key phrase that you want to look for. Now on FinViz, which is free, I use the elite one. It is literally on like 1, 2, 3, the fifth column, third level down. So on UEC, it's showing 13%, right? You're not concerned with the squeeze until it gets about 20%. So, but it looks like this UEC. I bet there's some shorts getting caught here. I bet there are. LI, little LI auto, not bad. You're sitting right on support or resistance. However you want to say. You're literally like, there's a line that I've got right there at 26, at 25.97. So you need to defeat that. Where I get long is, and that gets a little bit hairy in there. 31 to get you to you've got a lot of, like, even if you defeat 26 in LI, you got a lot of supply to get through. And it's overhead supply, like deep, like going back. I mean, you've got a ton of supply that even goes back to that little range, the 26 to 31 range goes back to December, like all the way back. So that's a lot of supply to chew through. So watch yourself on this one. Don't see a high short float and no high short interest. So there you go. Appreciate it. ATR will do. Thanks, man. You rock too, brother. Appreciate. All right, so ATER and then prof and then we out. Daddy's got to go. I got a 4-year-old to pick up. All right, so I got base is 224. Call it 225. Your downside risk. You're at 256. There is a play here at 405. You're not gonna like it. It's at 405 though. So you're 256. 405 puts you above a lot of stuff. It puts you above the 20-day, the 50-day, and then if you want to get longer than that, it's pretty clear right there too. Bam, 590-ish. So there you go. That's how you pull your way out of ATER. What's the? Don't see a squeeze. I see insiders are buying though. So there you go. PROF is next. Why does that sound familiar? Medical Corp. All right, so downside risk is 763. You're at 843. You're sitting right on what's supporting you right now is a down trend line, a lower trend line. In fact, 843. Oh man, you're not gonna like this. You can nibble. I'd say at 1075-ish. That's where I'd nibble. But I've got a line here going back to November. So 14 is where you can get real long. And then I think you probably got some blue skies because the supply would be like October, September timeframe at that point. That's PROF. All right, guys, I am here every day. I start between 2 and 2:30. Some days I start at 1:30. Central Standard Time. I do it every trading day. Now, next week I might be on vacation, or I am on vacation, so I could do it. I might not do it. We'll see. It's just if I'm at the beach, if it's raining, whatever. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys being here. I learned as much from you guys as I hope that you learned from me. Again, this is not financial advice. This is what I would do if I were in your shoes, right? And with that said, it's Thursday. I've got a cold Friday coming up, but right now it's very, very nice outside for me. So with that being said, watch your six, go hard in the paint, and please give me a follow, and we'll see you. Thanks, guys.